Welcome to my channel. Putin was so proud of his tank troops that they filmed a popular Russian show for him, the tank biathlon, and at one point he decided he could handle such a small neighboring country as Ukraine. Only he did not know that the first places in that program, which were taken by the Russian team, had always been bought in advance, and the Ukrainians turned out to be the strongest warriors that neither Putin nor the European leaders expected. According to a new report, Russia is struggling to protect its tanks from weapons sent to Ukraine by its allies, resulting in significant casualties in the Russia-Ukraine war. The inability of Russian forces to strategically deploy their tanks exacerbates their growing losses. Tanks were supposed to fight as part of joint formations, but in terms of their tactical application, Russia has not done so effectively, argues a military expert at the Royal United Services Institute in London. Putin launched the invasion of Ukraine in February, hoping for a quick takeover of Ukraine, but Ukrainian defenders responded more strongly than expected by standing up to Russian forces. 5 months into the war, the weaknesses of the Kremlin's armed forces are increasingly evident as they struggle to achieve their objectives, and the fighting remains concentrated in Ukraine's easternmost regions. According to an April report by the Center for Strategic and International Studies, Russia has a total of more than 2,800 tanks and military units and another 10,000 in storage. 10,000 hulls from tanks stripped of their equipment and disassembled for many years to service those in service. It's not uncommon, it's very common in all armies. You have, say, 100 aircraft, 60 of them operational, but only 30 of them are flying. The rest are in various states of repair and disassembled. Some have been sold by the generals and their entourage. Many of these tanks are considered technologically advanced, especially the T-90M tank, which is considered the most powerful tank Putin has. These tanks include a multi-channel sighting system, a turret with more armor, and a more powerful gun than many other tanks. Despite their power, some Russian T-90M tanks were destroyed during the conflict with Ukraine. The inability to strategically use the more powerful tanks weakened the armed forces, resulting in massive losses of their other tanks. Western leaders, including the U.S., supported Ukraine by offering military aid and weapons. These weapons contributed to the growing losses of Russian tanks and other weapons, forcing Russia to send old Soviet-era tanks to Ukraine. The Ukrainian Defense Ministry estimates that Russia has lost 1,687 tanks since the start of the war in February, in addition to other significant losses of Russian aircraft, artillery systems, and other equipment. At this point, I will say goodbye to you and see you again. Have a good day.